I am in a farm in Gettysburg, Pennsylvania. I could be on any farm, but I'm not. And this is what gives it away. And this is what gives it away. Ike Weikert, it is great to finally meet you. I can't believe I'm standing here on your farm with this here.
Yeah.
You got some cool stuff. You're a horseman though, right, as well?
I am.
Explain your passion for horses.
I team pen, and it's called feedlot sorting.
Okay.
And yeah, horses I like to compete, and I compete for the world show pretty much every year.
Okay.
I won the world 2001. I won it in 93, and I won it again in 2023.
So between beef and horsepower,
Yeah.
with legs and wheels,
Yeah.
you guys are. Is this the shop cat?
Shop cat.
How many Weikert kids are there?
8. I got 4 sisters and 3 brothers.
How on earth did Mum and Dad find time for that?
I know. It's crazy, isn't it?
How many grandkids would that be in total?
I think there's like 20 some.
Gee. And congratulations, you just became
Yeah.
a granddad. Best thing in the world, isn't it?
Yep. She's actually going to be 3 weeks old tomorrow.
Wow. Just reminds you about what's really important sometimes, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'm so excited. Your dad, for those that don't know, Mr. Weikert, Mr. Beef,
Yeah.
Bob Weikert is iconic throughout the world. Do you ever get a sense of your family name is not just in America, but throughout the world?
Yeah. It's like for my birthday, I have like 800 hits. And
Yeah.
a lot of them are from Australia, California, the horse people, cattle people, trucking, and it's Dad's name is everywhere. I can be anywhere and bring the Weikert name up. And of course, brother Todd, he does 110% to push and keep everything going.
Yeah.
And my family we're all close, and we're all still living.
Yeah, that's really cool in itself.
Yeah.
Mom passed away how long ago?
2019.
Okay, and Dad passed away when?
2002.
And his legacy is still
Yep.
unbelievable.
Yep.
So it looks like I could be just in any little place, right? But it's just a normal garage, right? Just where you park road cars and things, or what do you keep in here?
We actually we're going to eventually build onto this garage.
Okay.
And when I show you what I got, then
I'll
you'll
understand.
figure it out.
All right, can we have a look in here?
Sure.
Wow. Yes. Oh my goodness me. Look at this. You need more room, Ike. So, where do I even start? There's the Bobby Davis car back here. Keith Kaufman, you have a couple of Keith's cars. Old blue right here, the Kenny World car. Just spectacular. In the corner, the Kenny Jacobs car here. Another one of the Kaufman cars. The thing that amazes me is the size of the steering wheel in the Kenny World car. Like, just incredible. And some of the images that are on the wall up here as well are just fantastic. I mean, and that painting is phenomenal as well. And a great picture of you and Todd and Wolf and your dad, and then the Weikert family farm just there. Why 29, Ike? Can I ask that question to start with?
Yeah, he was born in 1929.
Okay, yep.
And his birthday's the 29th.
There you go.
And the red and white blue cars are because he loves the American flag.
I mean, they were also iconic in their color scheme. They were always that way, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Sometimes with a silver wing, right? As an example right here, but mostly like that with the blue.
Yep. And the Bobby Davis car was blue. And then I put a wing on my golf cart, and it's blue. Actually, the golf cart wing is actually bigger than this wing.
So that's what you don't understand, right? When you look at this car in front, that's when you realize how narrow that was.
Yeah.
Mr. Beef.
And the only time they ran the front wing on this car is with an outlaw show.
Now, tell me the size of the motor in this bad boy.
This is anywhere from 500 to 513 cubic inch. and 700 horsepower.
In what years? This was in the
This
80s,
is
right?
This car is an 81, and it's set. Well, Keith was leading a race in 82 at Williams Grove, the Outlaws,
Yep.
and crashed. And the car's set in the weeds
Oh.
from that time on till last year, this past year.
Where did you find it?
Well, it originally said Ben Cook had it.
Yep.
And then they George Streaker from Virginia took it, and he had it for 5 years, and set in the weeds. And all the tubes were, well, the car was still crashed. All the tubes down below were pinholes in them, and then Joey Allen got the car and did all the cage straightened. And
There's so much. You were telling me, because Keith's a tall guy, you were telling me the old head clearance
he
was...
didn't have a lot of head clearance.
You didn't worry about that back then, right? As
No,
long as you get in, pull the
he
belts
was a-
tight.
He was a hammer. I mean, he was good. I mean, but not only good at that, his personality. My dad really liked him. Even when they would split up each other, they still stayed, and he was back. You know, he's just he was a good one. He
So
still
is that a 305, the Buckley? Did you say that was a...
Bucky? I had Bobby Kreiner build that motor,
Yep,
and it's pushing 550 horse
as a 305.
as a 305.
And then you got the 513, which is pushing over 700.
Yep.
The world car, why is it that the world car just gets me in the feels? That's so pretty.
It's one of a kind.
And that's old blue, right?
Yep, it had 146 wins. It won the Florida Nationals, Williams Grove Nationals twice, and everybody drove it, which Paul Pitzer can tell you. He won races in it too. But yeah, I remember the first time we went to Knoxville. We had a closed-in trailer. We spent the night with it because we had no place to, we just spent the night. And Dad always told me, Dad didn't go, but he said, when you're done, I don't care if it's 1 o'clock in the morning, you call me collect, because you had no phones.
Yeah.
And I called him and told him that we won the Knoxville Nationals. And he was so excited.
So I got to look at some of these old pictures a little bit more closely back here. And the Bobby Davis car was Mrs. Beef.
Yep.
Which I hadn't realised before. So...
And Bobby Davis kind of put that on the car on his own.
Oh, really?
Yep, because my mom did all the cooking,
Yeah.
did all the paying the bills, and so he did that on his own. And then when I restored it, I made sure I put it on. So, everybody talks about Dad, but...
Yeah, let's talk about Mum for a minute. What was her name?
My mother, Winnie.
Winnie, that's a great name.
My mom was the backbone of a lot of stuff that we did.
Yep.
I mean, she was a good one. She'd make a steak at 11 o'clock at night. Full breakfast, full dinner. She was the backbone of everything. And she's very well missed because she's just such a sweetest thing ever.
Winnie Weikert.
Yep.
Seems like there would have been no vegetarians in your household, I wouldn't think.
No.
eat your beef and...
It's like Bobby Davis tells the story that first time he ever ate a steak, he tried to put ketchup on it. My dad wouldn't let it.
I can...
That don't even sound right.
No, I can imagine that he would have been, well, you either drive my car or you put that ketchup on.
Yeah.
Look at some of these pictures here. That one's a great one of Wolfie up there.
Yeah.
Outstanding achievement. Oh, so everyone talks about Reading, Ike.
Yes.
A lot of people talk about how impressive and incredible Reading was, because that was the real golden. Look at some of the pictures up there.
Yeah. That was at Williams Grove, and we won the 150. Remember the 150? The Nationals used to be 150.
Wow. And clearly it's in February or something because there's no leaves on the trees up there.
Yeah.
I really love this picture here, Ike.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Pitzer was one of my dad's favorites.
Now he said, correct me if I'm wrong, but Pitzer said you can put Kenny Weld's name on this car when you took it back to Knoxville, right?
Well, I tell you what happened. My brother Todd knew that I was really close to Kenny Weld.
Yep.
And Kenny Weld won the Nationals twice.
Yeah.
And when Todd said, yeah, if you want to go ahead and put it on, go ahead. And that's what I did. And I got a letter and headed for Knoxville.
Yeah, and it was leaded. It was the paint was still wet. You said,
Oh
right?
yeah, the paint was still wet, and Dick told me don't touch it because it's still damp.
Your dad was iconic for the sunglasses too, mate. Like
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yeah.
That picture looks like it could be like Shelby. It looks like from Ford versus Ferrari.
Yeah, and every now and then he wore a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Up there.
So you got that? Oh, up there, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that one there. So the way I see it from a beef point of view, over here, of course, is Weikert, and in California, Mr. Roth.
Yeah.
The two biggest, in the world in their respective fields that both had a passion and have a passion for sprint cars.
Yeah.
Thank God.
Yeah.
So.
It's another thing. Finley Farms.
Yeah.
Okay, so I was at a big horse show one time, and this girl walks up to me, and her name was Dana. That's Finley Farms.
Oh, wow.
She goes, "Hey, you want to ride with me?" I said, "Yeah." She goes, "I want to get a picture of you. I want to send it to my husband and make him jealous."
That's cool.
And she said, he called her right away. He said, who is that? And she goes, "That's Weikert Livestock. That's Ike Weikert." He goes, "You got to be kidding me." So he thought that was the greatest thing ever because he's Finley Farms.
Yeah.
And they're big hay people.
Do you have a favorite car out of all these? I mean, it's important. You can't have a favorite child, right? But is there a favorite that you?
Old Blue.
Yeah, that's
it's
just.
always been the. I don't know if it's because of Kenny Well drove it, but picture. It's probably one of my favorites.
So much space in that cockpit.
Mm-hmm.
As you well know, Kenny Jacobs is still a great friend of your family, and
yeah.
the great part is that Kenny and Keith and Kathy
Yes.
Kaufman and Kim Jacobs, they're all great friends as well.
Yes.
I've been staying with Keith and Kathy, and
They're great. Aren't they?
oh my goodness.
Yeah. And Keith, I mean, he's getting older. He's in good shape. I mean,
Yeah.
he's a good guy.
He still works at Port Royal.
Yep.
Still very passionate.
He does.
The picture at the Grove up here of Steve Smith.
Yeah.
That to me, that's just iconic. If I can zoom in on that tight enough to get a good shot of that.
A friend of mine gave me that picture and then found out 6 months after that he had cancer.
Oh my goodness.
So
Look at that picture. So what did you say happened in that picture?
he was leading it and spun. And Stevie ended up winning it.
Where did Dad get his passion for? Because he never raced himself, right?
No, we went to Lincoln. Us boys took him to Lincoln, and that was it.
He
went.
he only discovered that when you brought him into that. Well, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was my brothers and myself, of course. And then I have an older brother, Jeff. And he was a dealer now, or he worked with my brother. Well, he's slowing up, and he was a huge Pitzer fan. So my brother Jeff Weikert, my dad put on the hood JW Racing for my brother.
He would love that.
He did. He liked it. And so that was kind of pretty nice.
Kind of pretty nice. Mate, we were talking before the other day because Keith Kaufman finally had his sign. The man from Mifflin Town got unveiled.
Yep.
And they were talking about a year where Wolf won 50-something races.
Yep.
And Keith won 30-something races. So between the pair of them, they won almost 100 races in one season.
Yeah. It's hard to keep up with Keith, how many he really won. But Keith Kaufman won a lot of races.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. And how many he won that year, I couldn't really tell you. But he was pretty tough.
He's very humble too. Like he doesn't like any fuss about him, and
he don't remember a lot of stuff like Kathy does.
Yeah.
And like Kathy has that book and
oh
that
my gosh,
album. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's how I got a lot of information off these two.
Oh, is that right?
Mm-hmm.
There's a photo.
She said you guard this album with your life.
Yeah.
And I did.
There's a picture up there of Wolfie with a beard. Which I don't think you see too much. I sort of put that aside because I thought, wow, you don't really get to see that too much. Although this shot here is iconic as well. And clearly it's early in the season because
that's Pitzer.
There's no leaves on the trees. Look at that.
I think that was Smokey Snapmaker.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And Wolfie there. Apologies for the not sharpness on my bit here, but... So red, white, and blue 29. So what was the... Do you recall what the first car was that Dad ever had?
Yeah, right there it is, that 1971 Don Evans car.
There you go.
That's an old picture, which I'm getting a new one done up with the colors. And that's old blue right there.
Is it really?
That's old blue up there. Top.
With the top wing on it.
Yep, and with the side corn pickers.
It would be really cool if you did this in some cool display way, you know, where people could come out whenever you had the time.
Once I have quite a few pictures with Cal Larson.
Yep.
And all of us, and I'm going to put them up. Of course, my brother, my family, and yeah, I'm going to do all that. I'm going to have room. Actually, I'm getting my wife's getting me a sprint car simulator for Christmas.
Oh.
So then I'll really
You've got it bad, haven't you?
I'll really have friends then, boy.
You've already got friends, mate.
Yeah.
It's when I was talking to there's a couple of people that suggested, I think Chris Hockley was one of the guys that suggested I get in touch with you, and Matt Miller, and I was like, where can I go? Because there's so many places I could go when I come to PA, and it's only for a few days. And they said that, you know, Ike Weikert's got a few of his dad's cars. I'm like, oh, I need to go there. It was one of my great thrills to visit with Lynn Paxton. He took me through the museum in 2021, and he talked with such passion about Tommy Hinnischnitz in particular.
Yeah. Oh, him and Tommy, yeah.
Like, very, very close. Yeah. But it's such a thrill for me to come out and see these cars, because the Weikert Livestock, I told you, like, Australians, we all know the 29. Mm-hmm. Absolutely iconic.
You know, and when I built this car, I want to say this too, Ben Cook built all these parts for me. He wouldn't charge me no labor. But he said that Dad sold 40-some cars for him. Wow. Just a word of mouth.
Yeah, I bet.
And that's why he did all the stuff that he did. And Kenny Hammond, you know, he was a mechanic for Bobby Davis. Back in the day. He still, to this day, helps me part-time.
Really?
If it wouldn't be for Kenny, I wouldn't have these cars built. He is so passionate and so smart, and, you know, he's getting older, but he knows anything and everything, and if something doesn't work, he'll make it work. I mean, Kenny's a good guy, and I always give him recognition, because without him, I couldn't make this happen.
You know, we call it's a crew chief these days. Yeah. You're not a mechanic, you're a crew chief.
That's right.
But whenever you saw the words on the side that said mechanic, Kenny Hammond.
That's
right. Mechanic, Deuce Terrell. Mechanic, you know, that was a status all on its own, Ike.
Oh, sure. And it's just like, I want to build this onto this garage, and my dad had a floor with painted 29W, and that's what I want to do with my dad. Yeah.
I just love all this red, white. So I'm really thrilled that I worked out that his birthday was on the 29th. He was born in 29, and the red, white, and blue is because of the flag.
Yep.
Look at these wings. The front wings were like barbecue grill plates, weren't they? You could just about cook 50 steaks on there. No vegetarians here, mate.
No.
Look at this. This is just, old blue is just next level. But then when you talk about it, like that being a 513 that Keith ran, and Kenny Jacobs' car with Fred Grenoble as the mechanic.
You remember him?
Yes, sir. Mr. Beef. So how many years was your dad a car owner?
Oh.
I'm trying to think.
He started in 70, and then he was clear up into the 90s. Yeah. And then my dad wasn't feeling good and kind of backed off.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's but my brother Todd, you know, he really makes the Bob Weikert Memorial what it is. He works hard at it, and he keeps it going, and then I try to do my part too.
I'm so glad to finally meet you, mate, and come out and see this. It's a big thrill for me to stand so close to, particularly when I'm staying at Keith and Kathy's as well, and I can't even imagine what Kathy's cooking right now back at home. She's already got that. Seems like that's a Pennsylvanian lady thing where they just, their love language is cooking.
Yeah.
And your mum sounds like she was the same, right?
Same way.
What a great name, Winnie Weikert.
Yeah.
That's such a great name.
You know, I have a uniform, and it's one like Keith Kaufman.
Oh, wow.
And I still have it.
Do you really?
I could have sold it 20 times.
Oh, I bet.
I never would do that.
Why do you love this so much still?
It's just the passion what Dad had.
Yeah.
And then I see what my brother and my family does with the memorial race, and then I find I was going to get Old Blue, which my brother kind of turned that over to me. And then I got the Bobby Davis car, and I thought, I'm content with that. Well, then
Sure you are.
Then yeah, that's right. the Jacobs car come up. Then my wife, my wife is everything. Without a good woman,
Yeah.
you're in trouble. We found these parts. This car, USAC car in Ohio. So my wife and I take off. And at the same time, she posted something about another collection.
Yep.
Well, then this guy, Mark Bell, said, don't forget about your dad's car, your 93 Buck Buckley. We come home, unloaded, jumped in another pickup, went and got that.
So I'm going to suggest to people they all put a picture of that they have of a Weikert car in this Facebook thread, just in the message thread. If everybody just starts putting pictures that they have of a 29, either their favorite or if they know of a barn find, because there's going to be a few of them out there, right? Yeah. So they'll just tag you, and then you can blame me later, okay?
Yeah.
Because I reckon there's probably dozens of them out there.
Yeah. But the thing of it is, everybody builds a lot of Wolfgang cars.
Yes.
And I don't have one. But I have my sight on one.
Ooh.
And when the time's right.
Thank you for what your family has done for sprint car racing, Ike, and worldwide, globally, it's an iconic brand and iconic family, and eat more beef.
Yep.
It's good to meet you, mate.
Yep, you too.
Wow, look at this.